Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to talk about dating Tupperware parties. Yay! All right, so what that means is activity time. Woo! So here's what I need you to do. I need you to grab a pencil and a paper if you haven't done so already. All right, so go ahead and push pause. Okay, and go ahead and grab that pen and paper and then come on back. All right. Fabulous. Well, welcome back. We're so glad that you were able to get pen and paper. And here is how this is going to work. We are going to do an activity. This activity is going to take 2 minutes, only 2 minutes, okay? I've got my phone here, and I'm going to set my little stopwatch. And what you want to do is you want to write down as many names as you can, as fast as you can. Don't leave anybody off for any reason whatsoever. This is not about trying to figure out who's who wants what, nothing like that. I just want you to write down as many names as you can. Think about the people that you know, friends, family, neighbors, strangers, people at your doctor's office, your bank teller, your grocery store. If you can think of a person, I want you to write that person's name on your list. All right, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and when the 2 minutes is up, I want you to put your pencils down and stop. All right, ready, set, go. As many as you can think of. Don't forget your neighbors. All right, that's 1 minute. You only got 1 minute left. Keep going. Don't give up. As many as you can think of. What about people you went to school with? How about church or other organizations you're a part of? "20 seconds left. You can do it. Keep going. Five, four, three, two, one, and stop. Great job. Great job. All right. So I'm sure that you were absolutely amazed at how fast that 2 minutes can go. And as you were writing down names, didn't you find it interesting that when you would write down one person's name, all of a sudden other people would come to your mind that you maybe weren't thinking of originally? That's why I love this activity. It helps us really explore outside of the box and really get a really great idea of who all we can talk to about the Tupperware opportunity. All right, so now we're going to take that list and we're going to break it down and really figure out of all these people that you just thought of, who are the people that you feel have the qualities of someone you want to work with. All right, so I want you to take a look at your list and have your pen ready. And I want you to put a triangle next to anyone who loves to party. All right, feel free to push pause if you need a little bit more time to get that done, but go through each and every person and put a little triangle next to their name if they love to party, okay? All right. Once you have that done, next up, we are going to put a circle around anyone who would do anything for you. All right, now if they already have a triangle next to their name, don't worry, you can still circle them, okay? They can have more than one thing next to their name. All right, so feel free to pause me if you need more time, but remember, you're going to circle anyone who will do anything for you. All right. Next up, we are going to put a star next to anyone who owes you a favor. Did you do a party for someone else and now it's their turn to reciprocate? Or maybe you watch their kids all the time and so now they need to do a Tupperware party for you in exchange, right? There's all kinds of reasons that people can owe us a favor. So go ahead and put a star next to anyone who owes you a favor. Again, if you have more than one thing next to their name, that's totally fine. Feel free to push pause if you need more time. All right, last but not least, we are gonna put a $sign next to anyone who could use some extra money. Whether they could use a little money or a lot of money, we're just gonna put that $sign right next to their name. So go ahead and go through your whole list and make sure you've got everybody marked. And once you're all done with that, unpause me and come on back and we'll talk about it. All right, great job getting all of that done. I know trying to write all those names down and then trying to think about who each of those people are individually and trying to categorize them can be one of two things. It's either really fun or it's a little bit tedious. Either way, you're going to be very happy that you did. All right, so now that we put all that stuff next to the name, what really does that mean? Okay, so anyone who has all four items next to their name, that is someone who absolutely, they are more than likely going to do a Tupperware party for you. All you have to do is ask, and they're probably going to say yes. All right, so those are your most likely candidates. Anyone who has 3 things next to their name, those are going to be the next ones on your list. Anyone who has 2, and then 1, and then those that have none. All right, so this is the starting list of people that you want to work with, the people that you want to talk to. Now, one of the things that might surprise you is that I want you to start working on this list backward. Yes, backward. All right. What that means is anyone who had absolutely nothing next to their name, they don't owe you a favor, they don't like to party, they wouldn't necessarily do anything for you, and you have no idea if they could use any extra money. Those are the people that you want to start with because those are the people most likely to say no. All right. Now, why would we want to start with the no's? Well, let's just be honest. Have you ever really tried to talk to somebody about dating a Tupperware party? Probably not. And wouldn't you think that when you first start talking, there's a very good probability that maybe your words won't come out quite as fluently as you would like them to, or maybe you might accidentally misspeak or say the wrong thing, or maybe you're so nervous that you are really choppy and they don't understand what you're saying. All of those things are very normal and very probable, and it's totally fine. And the great thing about it is when you start with the ones that you're almost adamant that they are going to say no, when they say no, it's not a big deal. You're using them for practice, and that is so important, all right? So you want to make sure that you start with the ones that you already know are going to say no and use them to help you to get acquainted with what you want to say, use them to help you to become more fluent and to really have a good idea what you're talking about. Sometimes those people surprise you and they say yes. And can you just imagine how exciting it's going to be when one of those guaranteed no's say, yes, I want to help you and have a Tupperware party? Not to mention, if you do your list the other way, starting with your guaranteed yeses, do you think you'll ever get to those people that are no's? Probably not. So start with your no's, practice your word choices, and be excited when one of them says yes. And continue up that line. So once you finish with the ones that have nothing, go to the ones that have 1. Then to the ones that have 2, 3, and so on. All right. This is also going to allow you to save the people who are almost a guarantee yes for when you really need them. All right. So instead of burning out your friends and family, you're saving those absolutely positively, yes, we want to help you with your business for the very end or for when you really need them. Okay. So it's a great way to do it. Now, with that being said, what am I supposed to say when I call these people and talk to them about the Tupperware party? Okay, well, you are in such a great spot because you are brand new in this company, which means that you can tell people you're brand new. I like to think that you're brand new for a year. So if you're in less than a year, you can still say that you're new in this company. So here's what I would say. I would call them up and I would say, ring, ring, ring. Hi, Grandma, right? Whoever you're talking to. I was calling because I just started selling Tupperware, and I wanted to see if you would be interested in helping me to have one of my first Tupperware parties. It'll give me some really great practice, and you'll get some free stuff at the same time. All right, so you're just giving them the knowledge that you started selling Tupperware, you're super excited about it, and you could really use their help in getting your business started. You can use the practice, okay, and they are going to get free stuff in the process. All right, so all of those things are really important. As we continue on and as you become more of an established consultant in this company, we're going to talk about a lot of other ways to book parties as well. But while you're brand new, you can utilize the fact that you're brand new and work that to your advantage. So I say go for it. Also, you want to make sure that you start becoming acquainted with our host gift special and all of our host bonus items, okay? We actually have a totally separate video on that because that changes frequently, so that video has to be changed pretty frequently. But make sure that you watch that video and get acquainted with the host items so that when you are talking to someone about booking a party, you can really help them to understand why it's going to benefit them and how it's going to benefit them. In the very back of your catalog, you will see that there are some pages there that talk about the hostess benefits. So please, by all means, before you watch the other video on what the host rewards are, feel free to go into the catalog and just look and see what they are right there, and start booking parties right away. You don't need to wait for another video. You don't need to wait for anything. Start booking parties right away, because the sooner you start, the sooner you start making money. All right, so really that is it. Your hot list is going to be the top 10 people that you're going to call. So that means that your hot list right now are the ones that are most likely going to be no's, right? It's the people that have nothing next to their name, or maybe they have one thing next to their name. All right, so your question for this video is, who is on your top 10 hot list for today? All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me or contact me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. And of course, as always, feel free to like and subscribe below so that you can see all the latest videos coming out just for you. All right. See you at the next video. Thanks, guys.